All right, my friends. Hello, 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 and welcome. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's fine and dandy. Let's see if we get all this sorted out. A little scramble drill today, huh? New game. I don't even know if we still had one, but it's been nearly a year. Not quite. 2/3 at least since we last played. So yeah, Dwarvish moderation should be tough. Let's just start kind of from the beginning. We want that for traps. We want that for lockpicks. We want archaeology for the hat. And tinkering, right? Why not? We'll see how it goes. Done. Need some music up in here. In honor of our Lord of the Rings Online run and the Legendarium, as it's called, the combined, associated works to the World of Arda and Lord of the Rings Online, Middle Earth. Bingo, which was in early drafts the name that Frodo was going to be rocking. All right, Bingo it is. Give me some music or something. Why is this so quiet? All right, we got footsteps, right? Yeah, you guys got footsteps too. I don't know why there's no music. And why? We got a helm. We got a hat. No, you don't need that. Well, here we go. This is the difference, right? In Lord of the Rings Online, our character changes with our outfits. Not nearly as snarky or commenty, although the books, man, I just, last night, I kind of kicked back off, started rereading again. And I just got through the big party, kind of the finish of the big party. I'd been in the pavilion when I finished reading the night before. And so, Bill, anybody who hasn't seen the movies or read the books, you should. I would definitely recommend the books. The movies, particularly the first trilogy, are outstanding. Hobbit was way too much for me to take. It just you got a shorter children's targeted book that is outstanding and fantastic in its own right and way. They could have made a one, a movie and even stretched it a little bit to make it the length of any one of the three that went into the Lord of the Rings segments, and it would have been great. But no, they made a trilogy out of it, and just jumped way outside the themes and points of the book as they went. So anyway, done. Let's get the stream info updated there. We got ads kicking off here in just a second. That's good because I got one more pour into my coffees to get them ready to go. Just kind of kicking things off here, hoping everybody's doing well. Wanted to get into our game here and get it set up a little bit. While we're at it, let's get our... Why? Why are we having such issues? Crafting is R, not T. That's why. So if we put that away, move that over, put that back up, now we can close that. We don't have Wizard's Keys. We don't have a Heradic Lutefisk Cube. What the frack is going on here? Why can't I left mouse anything? That goes there. All right, now did we... I don't know what that was all about. I got spots. Spots where things need... I don't have spots. No chicken pox here. We'll see how soon we get keys or shop or anything like that for inventory management. But we definitely don't want that when we got this awesome banging hat. It's got 2 crit chances. It's got some dodge chances for those. 3 counter chances. And of course, it is 4 armor all by itself. And then we have a crappy white shirt that everybody starts out with. And we have a wooden sword because, sword. All right, ads are going. Let me go get my last coffee pour in, and we will be right back. All right, we are back and good to go. Ads will be done in just a minute here. While we're talking to the VODs, you guys may notice this little standalone video. It should be about 2.5 hours or so. Tragically, I woke up this morning. I was fired up. Got up and had everything, like just I usually wake up around 6 or so anyway, but very often I will then lay in bed, kind of cruise through the day. I was up, Adam, ready to go, good and all set to jump back into Lord of the Rings Online. I'm not joking when I said I am so fired up about this. And I wanted to share that all with you guys, so I kind of got everything set up, sent out the text like, "Hey, it's a little before 7:30 in the morning, but I'm gonna start the time as 7:30 instead of 8, just so that we get maximum time. I don't want to wait extra half hour." And so we did all that, and then I was about ready to start the stream. Opened up the client, and servers will be down for maintenance until noon Eastern, which is 2 hours ahead of me. So 10 a.m. It is now 7:45. So we got about 2 hours, hoping that everything goes smoothly, whatever they got going on. I don't know. I don't know if that's normal windows. Maybe those close early, but rather than just sitting there looking at the screen and chewing on fingernails or whatever, we'll go ahead and get after this for a little bit. It's a great game. Stands in well. Let's steal some food. For folks who don't know, because it's been a long time. Okay, I've just got all my. I'm like right clicking. We got 0 cash. So this is Dungeons of Dredmor. It is a lighthearted, very comical, but also very challenging roguelike dungeon crawler. We have entered on level 1. As you can see up here, the Glacier of Guacamole. There will be lots of this kind of stuff. We are Bingo, the adventurer, and we're going to try to go forward to defeat Lord Dredmor, who is somewhere in and is turning all the residents of the dungeons to monsters, right? I mean, they might just be monsters regardless, but dude. Yeah, there's him down, and then we're pretty weak. You can see our health there at the bottom dropping off quickly. But maybe we'll get some. Ooh, there we go. It's not our weapon of choice. We decided to go for swords because it was the first one in the list. But now we have a stone axe that'll help us out a little bit until we can find more swords and hopefully something better than a wooden sword. All right, let's go. Notice in the map, right? You can end up randomly anywhere. Let's go this way. The maps are randomly generated, but they're component pieces. Like you'll get these rooms, right? Or these shapes. So, and a store right out of the gate. That is fantastic. Of course, they have daggers, not it. We obviously don't have any money to begin with, but we can sell off this helmet that we're never going to use. Now we got 111. Not too bad. So I like to just kind of anchor to a wall, corner, or whatever. See if we can. Oh, crap. Uh, start logically. We may be dead before this ever begins. Thankfully, we got that axe. I'm gonna use these nicer fire things because that guy can attack from range. I'm gonna hit him too, and then the diggles. That's what these little eggy guys are, kind of birds. And one of the updates here is called the Realm of the Diggle Gods. All right, we've got a steak here. It's not a grilled steak. Let's eat a potato. Oh, don't you go blocking stuff. I should probably be shooting instead of eating. All right, we survived. Hey, wasn't it's no small feat. Oh my God, there's still more of them. Oh crap. uh, Go ahead and use another good arrow. Hope y'all are doing good. Hello, 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 and welcome. Happy Wednesday. Fillmore, man, what did we stick our toe into here? This is supposed to be level 1. By the way, I can get that out of the way for now. All right, we really need to chill here for a sec. Just get our health back up. I don't think we really have anything to sell. Again, if we there's all kinds of elements here, but if we get stuff, we can do. Let's while we're waiting here, and again, it's turn based, so we're not going to heal up just standing. But a diggle, it's an animal. It is dead because we killed it. A strange little bird thing that tunnels through walls with its odd, rubbery nasal appliance. This monster is the commander of Lord Dredmor's 61st Company, the Destroyer of Fishmonger. So we stumble our toes on a whole regiment, and usually those get associated with this is a trap. Don't want to step on those. Look at that. Hey, we won. We didn't win. You just got going. We've talked about this. Anybody who's been fortunate enough to catch other streams in the past, you're going to know what the first pick of a skill is. But let's look at all this stuff because, again, I got to remind myself, not everybody knows, and I tend to fly through this stuff. So we picked a bunch of skills as we were getting going there, right? We've got swordplay. Swords! The pointy bit goes in the other guy. And you get a first rank in every category that you choose. So, student of fencing. Just remember, the pointy bit of the sword goes into the body of your opponent. This is just the first step on the road to good swordsmanship, and as such, only provides minor combat bonuses. Crossbows. Blast your enemies from afar with your snipery skills. This skill lovingly sponsored by the Bolt Council. Join us today or we'll put a squid in your bed. Ooh. And then we get Bolt Thrower. I'm going to hold off on the coffee. It feels scalding. I'm going to have a sip of water here. Get my toast washed out. Oh, yeah. Bolt Thrower. Ability exceeds effort. Basic crossbow training slightly increases your chance to hit, and hit well. Ammo recovery rate is increased from nothing, presumably. Dual wielding. What's better than one weapon? Two weapons at the very same time. Swift hands. Faster. Kill. Kill. Basic training allows you to effectively use two weapons at once. Perception. Seeing it coming, at least you'll know what hits you. Improves sight distance, trap finding, actually hitting enemies, loot finding, and occasionally dodging. And then here we get superhuman perception. You can see very well in the dark. This is useful for missing your attacks less and finding loot. We like loot. Burglary. They'll never know you were there. In honor of Bilbo, right? Our burglar. This is a sneaky, steely skill. And then we start out. That was why I grabbed the food right away. Vending machine looter. We get a bonus. You can see down below there the little yellow guy. That is nimbleness. Nimbleness is the primary attribute of the rogue and is the quality of swiftness, grace, and not getting hit by things. It affects dodge chance, sneakiness, enemy dodge reduction, and counterattack chance. Nimbleness is pretty great, and I tend to agree. I like the kind of rogue category in a rogue-like game. So vending machine looter, getting one free item from every vending machine. If no one was watching, it wasn't a crime. And that circly thing below the little nimble guy, that is trap affinity right here. Let's we already we haven't done it yet, but trust me when I say that says trap affinity. We can read it later. Right below that we have archaeology. No time for love, Dr. Jones. You're a general rogue with a penchant for trouble. Who doesn't love indie? And rogue archaeologist. We've got nimbleness. We got trap affinity, and that X smiley face looking thing. That is visual trap radius. Trap sight radius, I guess is what it is. It's not the years, it's the mileage. Being a rogue archaeologist has enhanced your roguish powers. These are helpful for getting out of sticky situations and avoiding traps. All this skill set is based on indie. Pretty fun. Tinkering. Spend time in a garden shed building mechanical devices for the betterment of mankind. Dabbling Trappist. You dabble in the construction and disarming of traps. It's amazing you've still got most of your fingers. There we go. So these are our skills, and we are going to first off take Lucky Pick. You saw here, this we can't see it again. We'll look at our lock picks. The very start of the game, you get like 10, 11 lock picks or something like that. Lucky Pick with nimbleness and trap affinity or trap visual radius. Lock doors pose no impediment to your lucky pick. That means is we're not going to break locks going through doors as we navigate around the maze. And early especially, that's very handy because there are also locked chests, and we want to get that loot. If you pick a lock on a chest, your chances of recovering the loot are much better than if you smash the chest. So that's why even though it's not a combat bonus or anything like that, very first one every time we grab it. All right. Let's now close this out. We can come back over here so you guys believe me. Trap sight radius. Trap sight radius determines the distance which you can spot and identify traps. And trap affinity is a rating of your ability to avoid and disarm traps. So very nice to have 3 levels on both of those from the very start. Traps early on can kind of mess up your day. And also we talked about lockpicks. We have 11 here. I think we've encountered a closed door that I guess we opened that one. I don't know. Anyway, here are the traps. And a magic field spewer. The elves created these traps to prevent the dwarves from casting magic. The dwarves just lopped off the elves' knees off. I love the dry snark. And getting back to my earlier bit in reading the Fellowship of the Ring, Tolkien has just savage, dry, snarky wit, right? The part that I was reading just last night, is, of course, as Bilbo has put on the ring and is set to depart, leaving everything to Frodo, right? He's headed off to see mountains again. And, of course, as Gandalf is most pleased with his announcement, he has decided to shed the ring, bequeath that to Frodo, and kind of spend his retirement off and away. So he does so, and in his will, as he's leaving the property of Bag End to Frodo, in addition to leaving all the property and the will stuff and all that, he leaves a bunch of little items for family, friends, and relatives and stuff like that. So so we have these bumblebee people. That is a lutefisk. Amazonian bumblebee person. That's kind of the default, right? You can see the little spiky things around the B. Arthur. Amazonian bumblebee person Contrary to popular belief, not all of the Amazonian bumblebee people are women. It's just that the male bumblebee people are exceedingly pretty with very long hair. This monster has not noticed your presence. This monster is asleep. One of the reasons I absolutely love this game, that is almost identical out from, of course, Gimli's famous banter as they're riding through Rohan, right? With all the folks, and he says, under popular belief, not all dwarves are men. It's just that the women happen to have such very long beards or something like that. So I love the sources for this kind of stuff. Doctor Who, Star Trek, obviously Indiana Jones. So many great little one-liners and throwbacks to references. This game is so lighthearted and fun. I thought it would be perfect right now while we're just chilling out. So we'll soften her up a little bit more. B. Arthur, right? Everybody knows the actress. A heroine among the bumblebee people with a long and distinguished career. This monster is trying to kill you. This monster is on fire. I did that. Bye-bye, B. Arthur. Oh, a spear. Oh, we gotta take out this bumblebee person. Wow. I guess we're just really bad. I usually look at those as one-shot type monsters. All right, we got some traps here. Traps are great early on, as long as, especially since we have the visibility and the skill to pick them up. Great XP for basically free. And we'll just grab all this various stuff. We can read about a lot of these kind of things. There are classes of items, right? So there's lots of mushrooms. We don't really use those too much. There are a couple types that I like to hang on to for their effects. Mushrooms can be eaten, and I believe are also ingredients and stuff. I don't know. An odious puffball. It's highly puffy and full of confusing spores. Shoddy dwarven IED. These are the various mines, these squares. This is a subpar dwarven IED design. All craft dwarf's ship is pretty lousy, actually. We have a shield, and this is a named shield. Now, we are a dual-wielding offensive player, so no shields for us, but Twikrap, the Lord of Apologies. It's got some crushing. Tough to know what these are for the damage types, unless they're up in our thing as well. But it has some damage type and some blocking damage. We can see here the block chance goes up, as well as that is a damage type, maybe blasting. And it's a 1-star armor shield, but it'll be a little more valuable when we go to sell it because of the names. It'll block a stiff breeze, but not a heck of a lot more. It's studded with thorns. Okay. And then we also have the spear. 2 crushing damage, 4 piercing damage, and 2 crit chances, I think. Oh, enemy dodge reduction. Sorry. That's a 3-star weapon. So I think, well, let's at least swap it out of here. Again, until we can get swords, we might as well use these for the bonuses. Hey, Flex, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Just saw you in there. I haven't left you waiting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you been? We're just getting going with a little filler Dredmor here. Servers are down, so just making our way through the world. It's fun, though. Yeah, so until we get our better weapons, but again, I kind of think in this game, even though we have these skills, right? Nope, that's K is skills. Even though we have these skills for swordsmanship, we get these bonuses at every stage, but I don't think that the way this game is set up, you have to use a sword to get those effects. So, wait, we already came in here, right? Oh, now we got an enemy, though. But the bumblebee people can fly, so that's fine. Let's pop her with an arrow. Could be a man, I guess. As they just told us. All right, that's all the loot out of that room. I'm so good, man. I woke up all excited, though, and I was ready to play some Lord of the Rings Online. And then I realized that the servers are down in a maintenance window, so we got a couple hours to kill. That's what we're doing. All right, now we got some cash or the means to make some. So I'm gonna sell these traps, this sword or the shield, which will get us 77 all by its very own self. 8 for the axe. Um, Lutefisk is food, and I guess at least at the moment, we should maybe hang on to our various foods. I I understand you can put the traps down, and it might be wise for us to hang on to them, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab the cash right now. So more traps, and then we have booze. Lots of booze in this game. This is probably the crappiest of the boozes. Dr. Sannon's new style Pilsner. Light and crisp, this brew puts no flavor or body between a man and his alcohol. Yeah, the water, right? But we'll get a little bit of cash for those. There will be a better thing to do with kind of our trash items down the way. But with all that, we now have 964 coins to use. And I don't think, that iron mace would be a good stand-in. I think our belt here, we don't have a belt, so let's go ahead and buy a belt. We can buy, we can don't buy, and we can pick up. Picking up steals it. Depending on how sneaky and lucky you are, we are a burglar after all. This is a demon. He's a friendly sales demon when all is well, but if he catches us stealing, we're done. It's over. So we're not going to do that, but we will buy a belt and then throw that on to hold up our non-existent pants. Let's hope it's a wide belt, right? Kind of more of a skirt, I guess, which is very warriorish. There's a ring. We could get a resistance to maybe electric. I mean, a plainly crafted copper ring, conductive. Um, then we have, well, we couldn't, I guess we could barely get this 3-star uh, dagger. It has 1 slashing and 3 piercing damage. Would certainly be up from that. But I think for the moment we'll hold on to our cash. See if there's other shops around, or these vending machines are pretty good. For instance, here we have a number of different types of steaks, and you can see they're very cheap, right? 10, I'm gonna go ahead and get these, 27, 27, and 50. And if we take a look at these, hopefully we're never gonna have to eat them at this point. This will heal us 3 hearts. This lutefisk, which, if you don't know lutefisk, I grew up in Minnesota. My aunt came from a Norwegian family. So we got this is very close hitting here. Lutefisk, a traditional Norwegian fish product, was invented by the Vikings as an easier way of instilling fear in their enemies than raiding and pillaging. It is traditionally inflicted upon young Norwegians by their grandparents and is described by one famous author as the world's largest chunk of phlegm. Pretty on the nose there. Yeah, we used to very occasionally be given the you gotta try it lutefisk. It's usually around the holidays that it comes up. So yeah, I've related not a bit of Norwegian that I know of in me, but it definitely connected to my family. Anyway, all these steaks, if we can find a grill, we can grill all those up, and they will all be worth 10 hearts. So I'm going to try not to eat those necessarily, and we may muscle down some lutefisk here if we get into a real jam. All right. Softballs. These are good. We'll sometimes find those in vending machines too, and they can do that for us. We want to hang on to these diggle eggs. Those are far more valuable as crafting. So are the cheese and stuff like that. But 14 health out of our 1 cheese log is good. Right here, we've got a statue of Inconsequentia. She is the goddess of side quests, and we just picked up the monster Bins Are Poor. The knight's dragons and his horde of underlings, Lord Dredmor's 84th Regiment, the Death of Whale, must be defeated. Okay, so that's just a straight up find the enemies and kill them. Uh, we will endeavor to do our best. Now, different characters have different skills, and there's going to be different parts of different maps that, with our build out, or current skills, we can't do anything about. One thing is we can't affect a grab of even this named crossbow, which would be a step up, right? It's got some armor absorption along with it. Uh, but it's surrounded by water, so as we're built out, that is a no-no for us. Uh, we've got she's asleep or not noticing. Let's get some sewer brew. Let's get a trap. We've got mystical graffiti, and this is where the ever popular actual notebook goes. Core Parp Magorjo. You know what? Actually, we don't even need that because we have an actual PC. The last time we played this game, we were at the laptop, and I couldn't really get out of the game. Core Parp Magorjo. Core Parp Mag with a double G or Joe. All right, I got it. Um, Now I can just put those onto notepads on the PC and see if. Ooh, look at this double little levers. We've got some cruelly barbed bronze bolts just laying around. We got more meat. We got some coins on the floor. And then we have a statue of Dredmor. Now, Dredmor's the big boss enemy guy. We're going to wreck his statue, get some XP. Those are basically just XP bonuses. And we get another level up as a result. Again, here, the little gold bar is our XP. We got mana and health. And now we get to get another skill. So a couple here. Obviously, we want to balance out our swordsmanship and crossbow and dual wielding. All of these really, but they're going to get, as any other game, tougher and tougher as we go. But I really, really like this archaeologist run. It's short, which is great, but it can give us some really powerful stuff along the way. This first one, not so much, but it does boost our nimbleness there, which we already talked about, and that's pretty awesome. It belongs in a museum. Send an artifact to the giant, secret, scary government room full of boxes and gain valuable experience equal to its value. So again, end of the very first Raiders of the Lost Ark. Where does it end up? In the super secret, scary government warehouse in a box, right? Forgotten about. Best men are working on it. And of course, the quote itself, "It belongs in a museum," is from that as well. It gets replayed several times, right? So that one by itself. So what that means is, remember that shield that had a name, or the crossbow that we looked at that we couldn't grab? If we get those types of items, we can use that skill to delete them and turn them directly into experience, and that will help us level up those as well. Pretty good little start here. Got a grunge here. Having that store is really good. It's the bat that has noticed me. Hi, little baddie. And now you can see that with the spear, we are doing a lot more damage per turn. Got more softballs. That's great. Those are a thrown range weapon. They do about as much good as throwing a softball at somebody in real life. The trade-off being that we aren't quite there yet, but that is a valuable thing for a crafting vending machine. And we just stole another good item. Here. This is our Horadic Lutefisk Cube. It is... I guess I'm just trying to click drag it, and I got to click and then put it back down. So all of these items are used for, they unlock areas of crafting. Here, let's pull up the screen here. So you can see across down the list here, right? We've got this modular alchemy box. Not a big deal for us because we don't have any real skill in alchemy. You can see these various um, little icons here. Ours is going to be the one with the wrench for tinkering. And if we go down here, this is the disposable ingot press. It's a shoddily manufactured disposable ingot press, probably made for export to goblin markets. But along the way, you can see these little wrenches. That is the sign for levels of tinkering. And the main thing that I use crafting for, particularly between these two, doesn't really require tinkering at all. It's a tinker level 0, but with this ingot press, you also think of it as the George Foreman sandwich crusher thing, right? Um, you can make grilled cheese out of it, and that is really good. This one is really great as well. A single diggle egg, which we're only going to find in the first few levels in great numbers, and 3 pieces of grated cheese uh, go into a cheesy omelet, which is worth 36 health. These are worth 40. So really good food items here. But this little guy, which we just saw for sale in the vending machine, it while it will let us grind up ingots and things into powders, it will also, as it looks like a grater, let us grate up cheese, so we can get this grated cheese and make those items. So these two are the best two in my mind for the way that we build out, just getting food so we can stay healthy. And then we have this modular alchemy box. This one um, has some stuff, some crossbow stuff that we can be doing. So there's. Oh, I'm sorry. We're still in the deal here. I don't know. Anyway, good stuff. Let's go. So there's. Oh, and we forgot the Horatic. Oh, there's a cheese around. We forgot the Horatic Lutefisk cube here. If I right-click that, we get this little box. Put this box down here, and let's say sewer brew, right? When a dwarf must drink in the depths of a sewer, sewer brew is there to ease his soul. Uh, if we, oh, no, I didn't want to do that. If I take this and I drop it here, it will turn it into lutefisk and stack it up um, along the way. And we can probably, it's a little saucy, but we can probably take our lutefisk and put the lutefisk in. And you can see this just piles up and up and up. I tend to think around like 200 or so is as early as you might want to check that with this guy over here, that first room we went in before the shop. That is the Lutefisk Shrine, and we can offer whatever we've stored here in the Lutefisk Cube to the Lutefisk God, and if there's enough, he'll be pleased and give us an item of some kind. So here we go. As far as that goes, grilled steak is what we're trying to get to the point of making. We got to find a grill, though, to cook up the rest of it. All right, this room, pretty well done. This is an uber chest. Great items inside here, but it's locked. So nothing there yet. More traps mean more XP. And drinking from the fountain. Oh, little mushrooms. Cute. Also disgusting. You can see over here we got an effect. Azure Magics. 5 boost to sagacity. Sagacity? I don't know how you say the G there. I'm guessing it's sagacity or sagacity because sage-like, right? Anyway, we're not a wizard, so this boosts our magic power and mana points, but we don't have any magic to do. So, yeah. Oops. Oh, well, we don't need to manage that too much. Here we got Malachite. I promise I will get back to the... There's another one of those. Critical. It's a critical hit. To the point of running around. Ooh, a Toque of Canada. Canada with a K, of course. A 3-star, 6 resistance to hyperbeam or freezing damage. Keeps your ears warm, eh? Love it. Welcome to all the Canadian friends out there. Shout out to you guys. Let's see if this loops back down. Ooh, we got another store. The game has picked up on the fact that we've been getting some meat. Actually, it varies quite a bit as you go about. How much do they want for these gloves? Supple leather gloves. It gives us 3 extra maximum health, and a block chance as well as 2 armor. Let's go ahead and grab those. Eerily supple. Just play along. Got it. And what is a snazzy? Ooh, snazzy red vest. We might not afford that one necessarily, but let's see what we can get out of selling some of this stuff. And it's a little bit of a balance. All this stuff would be great, right? But we're going to try to kind of keep the crafting stuff much as we can. So we're about $500 off. We will put on our gloves, but a snazzy red vest. Let's take a look again. It is 5 stars worth of armor. It boosts cattishness, which we haven't talked about yet. Cattishness is a primary attribute of the pirate and revolves around not caring about the feelings of others. It affects critical hit and counterattack chances, both of which are very good. For these rogue attributes, these 2 in the middle, pretty critical. So basically that build out a little bit of sneak, but a lot of dodge, evade, counter, and then criticals as you're hitting. So yeah, these would be great. Savvy a little bit. Haywires are just kind of random, and sneakiness, of course, on the savvy is good. But stubbornness, magical resistance, and block is fine. Not so much the mage attributes. And just the pure burliness or physical strength, that's fine, a nice supplement at times, but not our primary deal as we go about. So, yeah, I think, unfortunately, no extra swords. We have Wixiu, the incarnation of noises, 1400. It's got 2 counter chances, but not much else. 1-star ring. Lots of money that we don't have for something that's not that great, frankly. But a weapon would be good. Speaking of cash, though, got a little bit there. Let's go back down and try to finish out this corner before we head on up the map. Again, every trap we can pick up gives us XP, not to mention we can sell it. Dude, look at all these stores. There's a sword. All right, this is a 1-star, 175. Gives us the slashing damage, also gives us 2, I believe that is disease, right? Rust, poison. So it actually gives us, 3 total damage point pips in different categories. And that seems like a little bit of an up off the 1. So let's go ahead and buy that for fairly cheap. And we'll swap it out. We will sell that and that. All right. Now, what was it we wanted to craft here or buy here? 900. Should we just go ahead and buy our cheese grinder? Yes, because we already have eggs. That was pricey. We'll probably find a bunch of them now. You can sell them back for like $2.50 a pop. But now here we can do exactly what we were talking about. If we go to the end, we can come back up here, and where we do have cheese, we can craft and get grated cheese out of them. We'll just go up. We got this one as well. And that's it. This is the only cheese we won't ever grate because that goes in our grilled cheese sandwiches, which, of course, have more healing in them. So here we go. Cheesy omelets. We can make 3. Actually, we can make 2. And then of that. This can come down here. Not that. Yeah, oh, that actually went in the perfect spot. So there we go. We've now got some really good food. It's almost, if we're down to a single pip or close and just need a full reset, we can bring those back up. We got some 10 heart there to hopefully get us by. And again, if we get really lucky, we'll find a grill and can cook some of this stuff up. All right. Into the corner, and we will come back to this little red satanic displacement glyph in just a second. But first, let's get the evil magic potato, a giant floating, root-flapping, eye-encrusted demonic potato. The horror. It's peaceful and not attacking you at the moment. Well, that's its loss. Chop! Also, propaganda poster. Note the eyebrows. Have you seen this large eyebrowed person? They are wanted on charges of vandalism. We have done that. Looting, done that. And mass slaughter. We're getting there. Report sightings to Lord Dredmor for rich rewards. So they view us as the horror. Propaganda poster. When you walk with Dredmor, you walk with victory. May his black geometry guide us. This message approved by Lord Dredmor. So yeah, again, very lighthearted and just a real fun romp. Now I've played this a lot. I know these three little glyphs. You can arrange them in different orders to get different results. We're gonna get a bolts thing and then steal some more. The limitation to our crossbow, of course, is having bolts to fire out of it, and we need lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. Generally speaking, I like to have double-digit stacks along the way here. This is where it gets a little dicey for us, inventory-wise. But let's just take a look. We've got 330. We're pretty low. I mean, these are great, but 5 each for 1,800, way out of our price range. In fact, all but the cheapest of these, but we could get 7 corkscrew bolts for 50, and we can get 3 cruelly barbed plastic bolts for 43. And you can see there's different levels or degrees of damage for each of these various types. And then the last one, 100 barbed copper bolts. Sure, we'll get those too. They live to regret spending that much and all that, but having some ranged ammo is a good thing. Cheese. We're up to 1 hitting on some of these guys, if it goes right. Doesn't always. And we can get the egg. Another egg? Yeah, there we go. So we can make more of those omelets when we get to that point. And then again, satanic glyphs here. So these are whooshing spots. Oh, and of course, let's pop him with fire. What? Where did you come from? Oh, this is not good at all. Because if I go up, damn it, I knew it. Oh no. Got a little tight there. Let's go ahead and eat our cheesy omelet. You can see our health just pops back, right? It is only turn-based, so it's not doing anything now, though. I'm not getting an advantage. But we can go here, here, here. So we got this other cheese. And it is... Oh. I guess I didn't really need to look at it. Oh, here. 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 we go. Now you can make these deep omelets, which are worth twice as much, but they do take 4 eggs. And the eggs are the limiting factor, I find. You'll keep finding cheese throughout your run. The eggs tend to disappear after the first few levels. So be warned. Do you, but that would be my caution. Oh, we never pulled these levers either. This one, traps. Oh no, traps have activated. You get some of the messages up in the corner. That's actually good for us, right? We'll get extra XP. And then this one, we pull the lever. We also have a bumble person here. XP and loots is what we're hoping for. I don't see any more traps around, but I'm just going to pop up here. It didn't do it. Some of those levers are what unlock these traps. And okay. We might have to battle our way back. Oh, crap. Damn it. Okay. Goodness gracious. So popping out of those things, right, it took us up here on the map, but it can put you right in the midst of trouble like it did. But you can't go back. The monsters will just, if they're on that side, count on the fact that they're going to block your exit. We could have gone over to this one, but who knows where that's going to put us. So kind of just had to stick it out. But now we can cook all of these inferior steaks. We had one in here too. Cook all those up, and now we've got 7 10-heart grilled steaks, and that is pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and shift these over 1, and then we'll put, oh, those are too good. It's kind of a nice crappy bolt. We don't need to use the really good ones just yet. We'll put these barbed copper bolts in as well, just so we got a little bit more ammo along the way. Oh, I didn't mean, wrong key. Oh, damn it! I don't know why my keys are going all crazy. Of the leather coat, he hit. Oh, look at that! We finished our quest to wipe out that regiment, and we got a named wooden sword. We'll take a look at that in a second here. Let's just try to assess our environment here. Lots of stuff in this room. A ring. We got these fountains again, typically going to give us effects here, right? So we got clear vision, lots more view radius. You can see it opened up much more of that room without us having to walk around. They very often will hide traps behind doors like that. And this one, that's crazy. We have 3 trap affinity, and that one needed 2 more levels to be cleared. Wild indeed. We got sickness. Lingering weakness. A lingering weakness saps your life force due to contact with dark magics. Takes a heart away for almost 100 turns. Not enough to stop us from potato mashing. Lockpicks, always good. Bolts of squid. Look at that. Those are 10-star bolts. They do 8 diseasey damage and 1 crushing. We also can get a portastill, a prince mushroom. Those are good. Dire sandwiches, a good mid-tier food. We got more steak to go cook. Stiletto boots, another prince mushroom. What a room, guys. This was awesome. All right, I'm going to come right back over here before I forget, and we are going to cook this steak. Look at our inventory filling up here. We're going to go here, here. You can go there. Sewer brews right on in the bin. And then here, Crunkum, the War Master of Bolting, gives us crushing damage. And then additionally, a resistance to slashing and a might or burliness. Burliness is the primary attribute of the warrior and pertains to getting into trouble, hitting one's head on other people, and getting hit by large objects, limbs, pseudopods, it affects life points, melee power, and block chance. So we'll go ahead and take that for now. It's going to boost up our damage a little bit more and give us just a little bit more uh, ability to inflict damage as we go. And then we've got our first boots are really good boots, 4-star boots, stilettos. They give us 4 more damage, not to mention dodge chance and armor absorption. At any reasonable shoe, as any reasonable shoe connoisseur would expect, these boots have 4-inch blades sprouting from the toe. Gotta help, right? It's just a great thing to have in our toolkit. And then we have a still, again, going to be more an attribute for mages being able to craft, and we didn't make potion brewing or whatever one of our skills. Well, we really needed some storage. We also got this ring. I forgot about the ring. Much more of a mage, but it does give us magical resistance and block chance boost, as well as 2 armor. The mana regen, we don't have anything we're using mana for, but hey, it's a ring, and if nothing else, it gives us 2 stars of armor. So, good there. All right, now studded leather coat. I struggle with this one a lot. All we've got right now is a crappy white shirt. It's 1 star, gives us some dodge, and gives us some counter chance. This gives us 3 armor absorption, a bunch of block chance. It does take 1 off of our nimble, and 1 away from magic power, which we don't care about too much. It's basically more of a warrior piece, but in a pinch here for the moment, let's go ahead and switch it up. Again, the armor and the absorption should help our overall health enough to make up for the losses that we suffer. And we are cruising. So this is the cheese that we don't want to grate ever. That's what goes into our grilled cheese sandwiches. Let's come. We don't need that. Let's come back around this way. Diamond. That's nice. Let's see if we can get down to this corner and finish the whole bottom of the map. How are we doing time-wise? 8:38. We are going to be so full here in any moment. And then this was that really tough trap. Oh, we got an enemy. There we go. All right. Trashy stuff that we can drop. We could save pears and things. They are good for brewing. Low value heart stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and turn those into lutefisk. Got to have an interesting flavor. Grog is a better alcohol, but kind of low on the totem. This white shirt, surprisingly enough, throw it in the bin. It'll turn into lutefisk. Yay! Rusty sword and rusty sword. I know we ended up paying for those. We're not going to get much of a return. We are very, very, very filled to the gills. We'll see what this room has, and then probably try to get back around to the shops. Oh, good. Diggles with eggs. As long as this isn't a different type of trap. Oh, there's our bread. Lockpicks, those stack. Nothing. A handy one. Wands are... Damn it. First thing we can do, we can make a grilled cheese. Well, I know, but we just... Now I gotta pick it up again. Saves us a spot back, right? We just need to be able to function here for a bit. Punk. As I was saying, wands are really good because they are super valuable money-wise. All right, this is going to be another one, so let's toss the grog. the ring, whatever it is, we can put it in our inventory. We still haven't got any pants. We're feeling very free. Of course.
Critical hits.
We can always get the money. I don't have any more meat to cook. So much here. All right, let's ooh. Kill you. Look at that, we almost got another level. Ah, damn it. I was hoping that would take us right back. All right, let's go up to the store and sell a bunch of this stuff. Gonna be a little bit of a hike. Once we get our wizard dimension, which, for those of you guys who don't know, you'll see. What? Oh, it was this one. All right, there we go. Now we're by the store. Damn it! Go back. Here, 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 here. Still haven't unlocked the Uber chest there. Oh, these are the keys. I thought that was another cube, and I didn't pick it up because I don't want to have duplicates. All right, this is fantastic. We'll be so much better off, but let's sell stuff anyway. So I'm going to sell all the traps. I'm going to sell the weapons we don't want. Look at these. I was only 172. Traps. Clear vision potion. Our vision is pretty good. I'm not too worried about that. We'll sell the rusty sword. We'll sell this. The helm. The plumber's agaric. This is one of those herbal remedies that people take to try to make themselves bigger. We'll go ahead and sell that one as well. I'm going to hang on to the prince, though, and the rest of these things are crafty items and, of course, arrows. So let's go ahead and pop to our pocket dimension. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize. And first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and drop a bunch of these off. We'll kind of keep our starter arrows there for a bit. Then over here, we're going to set up our little crafting stockpile. So I'm going to put ingots. I'm going to put metallic doohickeys. I'm going to put ores of various types, powders of various types, and gems. And that is an ore. And then back over on the other side of the room, we are going to put cheese and eggs. And then here we can kind of stock our cheese. This is a 10 heart mini Gouda. I'll put that up there. And then you two, I usually like to try to keep 4 here, right? We won't always have Danishes or something. Can kind of go from, core staple 10 heart foods. Oh, yeah, an ad break coming. Up onto the rest of these. So at some point, that grilled cheese will be in its slot along the way. There we go. So that is our inventory now managed, and we can pop out in and out of here pretty quickly. We'll save the little run for after the ad, and let's go back. We're going to manage the store and kind of go back down here and clean up this corner while you guys are away. We can't go back up here. This was 1,400. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. All right. Let's go back to where we were, if I can find it. I think it was here. Yeah. And then back down to this corner. So there was lots of stuff that we just couldn't grab. Bolts. We stole something. I didn't even really see it. And again, I look to go, now that we've got a little more wiggle room on our cash, we got 1,400 there. We can go, certainly with these cheap small stack ones, but we'll just kind of work our way up. Iron bolts, broadhead bolts, and we still have 715. Might be able to get both. Ingeniously scythed copper bolts and cruelly barbed iron bolts. 492. We're a little short. All right. Well, that's all right. We got a bunch more. Again, double stacks. These will unload back at the deal. We won't keep all the double stacks necessarily. Just try to have some spares and enough to go. Get some more lockpicks. We did find some food. What did we find? A potato. And just, now as we go along, we don't have to hold these all the time. Just drop those low value items in the thing. I not escape. More cheese. Recipes. These are indiscriminately crafty stuff. May fit into our skill class, may not. We need all the cash back we can get. And he hit the mine. I was like, how did I hit the mine? Our princess is in another castle. So archaeology, right? This is what we were looking at. Our Indiana Jones category. It's the best. Ads are coming back. Let's hang on here so that everybody knows what we're getting. We got about 20 seconds left. I'm going to sip my coffee. All right. Welcome back, ad folks. Glad to have you. So it belongs in a museum is what we grabbed last time. This was the one where if we get named artifacts, we can deconstruct them for experience, effectively sending them to the museum. The next one up, remember your Charlemagne. Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky. This was, of course, Sean Connery's line in Last Crusade as they're on the motorcycles. He's got the umbrella and shoos the pigeons. There's the planes strafing them or whatever. The pigeons go up, affect the prop or whatever. So, yes, we're going to take that, and it's got a cooldown, right? 50, but what do we got there? So we pop that, and now we get a little special feature here. Let's get our crafts out of the way, or our skills out of the way. Remember your Charlemagne. It doesn't really describe it, but we've got it down here with a cooldown. And it was nice of that little blobby not to take our XP source there. All right. Got this little gap of a room here in the middle. It's a meat freezer. Excellent, because we got to go back past grills on the way back here. And there we go. Up to 10 steaks. Did we ever raid the thrown weapons? Ooh. And look, we got 500. Softballs are cheap. We're now down to 7 gold, but we have 68 softballs, and while the first level we may not use a ton of them, that can be a huge lifesaver to have ultimately a couple hundred stacked up thrown weapons like that. All right, now we got lots of potential to explore up and around and beyond. The bomb, look at that thing. We can't really see. It takes an etheric power cylinder, a bolt of mass destruction, which is a top level uh, bolt, vodka, and an orb of nothing in the n-dimensional lathe to make the bomb. I don't think I've ever even seen that recipe before. Or I've just clicked through it. A traffic cone. It's a hat. Cheese. Coins. Here we are all the way back around, and I think we've done all that. So let's head up. And again, these guys, you can stack them up and sell them. You can't sell the Lutefisk cubes, unfortunately. Got a little gnome here. Make a wish and pull the lever. All right. Let's get that plum out of the way. Let's drink from the fountain. Sick and boiling. Boiling is actually good. We get infernal empowerment. You might think that boiling water would be bad, but no. Despite what I've said about hot coffee, overly hot coffee in the past, it's not a bad thing at all. Open there. Another portal. A mini fridge, which we got a potion of stealing. Steal is in resolve. This takes us back down here. Okay. And now let's go here. All right. Three things here. We have a dagger class weapon, Darbalzar, the bilious kumquat. It's got slashing and piercing. 1 star. It's just a dagger. There's a chest and a graffiti line in there. But I'll show you. This is an option. One or the other. You don't get both. As far as I don't know of a skill that allows you to open both of those. The hallways in between. And then over here, we have a chamber that will always have 3 of these red enraged diggles. They're tougher than the other ones. And quite honestly, normally I go here. 3 with reasonably good XP. You want to level up as quickly as you can. But we've got a reasonably good weapon there. I don't think it's going to bump anything that we've got, but it's named, and I can show you that. We've got a chest. Who knows what might be in there? And another graffiti. So let's go ahead and take this one as a rare change up from what I normally do. Oh. Winning. Crude steel sword, 3 stars, slashing and piercing. It does take away our enemy dodge reduction. Probably we'll use it here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this, and we'll get both of these going in a sec. And we have this Binpuk Li thing. Binpok Liu Gorpak. Binpok Liu Gorpak. All right, I gotta double look at all those. It's really, spelling is really important on the nonsense words. All right, so we talked about it belongs in a museum, right? We got this thing. If I select it, it will replace the arrow, whichever the arrow was that we were shooting last. Shows up here, and then I can right-click on a named item like this dagger that we're not going to use. It's worse than any of the stuff we've got. Zink, are you sure you want to send this to the warehouse? Remember the description, right? The scary thing? Yes, and we get 38 XP, moves up our bar a little bit. Right now we're at a total level of 875 in order to get it. So 38, nothing too bad. But we got to wait a while to use that again. When we do, we can use it on our wooden sword as well. It is and now this lever's gone away, so we can never let these guys out, sadly. But we can fight a bunch of bats. Let's
critical hits.
one's, he must be scared. Just chase him across the map. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's for a quest, and you're like, come back here. Go check this door while we're down here.
Critical hits.
We can steal a boomerang. We can buy more. We don't have our cash. I guess we're just destined to be poor. Drink it and always be poor. But as you can see, our weapons and skills have now brought us up to a point where we are just kind of handling the level 1 monster. Oh my god, I'm hiding you guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. There we go. Flippy floppies. We've already got way better shoes, but these are all things. Sounds of distant machinery. Rumble. Hi, were you coming to see me, Diggle? Thanks. I need those coins.
Critical hits.
And look at that, we're all the way back around. Oh, and pulling that lever opened our Uber chest. Bink. Kuramag, the Cyclopean Muffin. Very big upgrade. This is a 3-star belt. It does have magic power, not the greatest, armor absorption, and a block chance. And way better than just our nothing belt. So we're getting there. We could really use that red vest. We're further than ever away from our 1400. The vending machines are too good, though.
Your inventory is full.
Oh, you don't say. Here, let's put an apple in there. A plum. Couple sewer brews. And then we can pick that up. I don't know if this room goes on. Nope. More. All right. So let's pop into our little wizard hangout here. We can certainly go up here, drop off you and you, any of these partial stacks for sure. Drop off the boomerangs, and then I like to make a little for future sale here. We got a potion of radiance, a solution of gold, potion of stealing, empty flasks, fortis, vitae, traps, a burnt out wand. What happened to that handy wand, I wonder? Did I already sell that? Maybe I did. Yeah, I think I did. The traffic cone, we're never going to wear that. We're going to sell the grog. We will sell the acidum salus, the pear wine, the azure mob bonnet. It's cool, smooth fungus is just seeping with rich magics. Well, we don't need magics too much. The Odie's puffball again. We don't need this. We are going to deconstruct that. We don't need flippy floppies. So lots of stuff to sell for monies here in a bit. Drop off the ingots, the metally doohickeys, the ores. No gems. But then over here we've got a 10-heart cheese. There is 11. There's no 12. There's 13. More Diggle eggs, and since we're through the ad break and back, let's go. And since we're here and we need cash and all that, let's do a bit of our portaling here. All right, so here we have a portal control panel. Travel to distant dimensions of danger and wonder, and what we have to do is put in our random graffiti strings, and they have to be correct, otherwise it goes bad. So corp arp mag orjo, and as you can see, a little black on white portal, and this drops us in here. And let's get rid of these. All right, here we are. Warped to a different dimension. Basically, a little maze that we have to work our way through. And it could be small, it could be all of this. You never really know. Um, will be some monsters for loot, maybe some chests. And usually at the end, you're going to get at least one named item on your way out. What that is, whether it's really helpful for us or not, we don't know. But all in all, they're good. You get XP for the monster kills, so it helps with the leveling. Um, you know, chances here and there to get extra good stuff.
Critical hits.
And there's a couple little gotchas to watch out for. Oh, I gotta put this down for a minute. As we go, if I see any of them, I will let you know. So here we go. Got a chest in this dimension. We get another of those mushrooms. Oh, and we didn't really look here. Some of these things do have great little descriptions. It's a hat rack, a wingback chair. And all these different names are great. The thoughtful binary space partition. Okay. A crude iron helm. I think that's what we started off with.
Critical hits. Critical hit.
And this is great that we're just cruising through these one hitting. We'll check all these fountains. Mushroom power again. See if he comes right up. Comes right up to me. Stupid. Well, that's only going to affect magey stuff. I think we'll be all right. I don't mind feeling stupid and contagious. Acid water is no good. I will go ahead and eat right there, just to try to help counter that. So we got some food. The acid still has one more to go, and then we'll start healing back up. Yeah, that acid is no joke. Everything seems so clear. We get extra visibility. Nothing else to see there. Sometimes these have... there are a couple different effects that are really nice. One is like a Midas touch effect, and that gives you extra gold per monster kill. And then there's some that sometimes you will find stuff in the fountains instead. So always worth it. You just have to be ready to deal with negative effects. These levers, if you find you've reached the end of the maze that you can reach, pull it. If you find that it's just in the middle of an open room, don't pull it until you're really, really confident of your combat abilities. That's all I'll say. I don't want to ruin it for you. Here we go. Got a little lounge area. Let's go up here because behind the little lounge, you got a little cook area. And you can get some goodies out of the cabinets, maybe. And you can get another grill here. I guess that was just money. We got a dirty couch. It's been literally eons since anyone vacuumed under between these cushions. That is fantastic. Mystic Orb. Even in the Wizardlands, there's never anything good on TV. You'd think these guys would spring for cable. Well, yeah.
Critical hits.
Blue portal here is going to take us back. We have reached the end, and this is our named, at least always one. There's always going to be something in this last bit, and we have, let's look at it closer, The mathematical marriage, it has some damage. I think that might be existential. It also has some dodge, blocking, and absorption. This is far better for our style of play than the other. It is also 3 stars of armor, so equal there. It had 5 and 3. We have 5 and then a 1 in a damage type, which again is existential. Existential damage. Does it exist or not? We don't know, but your weapon may inflict it on somebody if they exist. It is not affected by your opponent's armor if it exists. This tooltip is now going to go off and question its existence. Read Heidegger and weep piteously into a bottle of Dr. Sandon's New Age Pilsner. That's the crappy, cheap Pilsner. There we go. So we get to do a little bit more damage, just thanks to our armor as well. And we're waiting to get back to the real world to be able to send this one to the museum. We can't do it either from here or from our home little pocket dimension, which is here. But before we go all the way back out to the outermost level, let's knock off our next side dimension, which is Binpak Liu Gorpak. It went black. It's good. If it ever turns red, don't go. Just figure out what you did wrong. So now we'll get another one. Different layout, different pieces of the form. We got a new monster type there, Samidi. Samidi never let a small matter of death get in the way of having a good time. I like it. I just wish their good time didn't involve trying to kill me. Amazonian Bumble Person. We got a hefty stick. We can now... I want to try just... I'm going to put dashes in front of the ones that we've already done. We'll keep the list. See how long we can get, how many we can go through. Let's go across the top. Never know which way to really go in here. Whether we are gonna have to backtrack and go. Ooh, look at that, Danish. Floor Danish. Regular belt, we can sell that. Just a little side hallway. All right. Well, this was the side course, I guess. A little more XP. A hat, the Helm of Thiepwood. Should have some write-ups here. A vanity. Painting of Triangulon. Oh my God, is that Triangulon? He's so dreamy. I believe that's a Futurama, is it not? A wizardly cast. Sometimes wizards get together and replenish their mana, tell rude jokes, and fall over. Another hat rack. I'm going to go back. I don't know. It just feels like the further and further we go, the further and further we're going to have to come back. And that maybe this is not the way out. Don't know that. But it it would seem the logic is true. Call it a hunch. All right, let's see what else we can get in our dimension here. Come on, give us the goods. Ooh, green mushroom. Green mushroom is very good. We're gonna hang on to those. Wand, good.
Critical hits.
XP always good. This just loops back. Shout out and welcome anybody that may have dropped in the last little bit. I'm Hambbage. We're playing hardcore vanilla Minecraft. No, we're not. Not at all. We're playing Dungeons of Dredmor, and we're trying to get back to Lord of the Rings Online. We got another hour or so until their maintenance window ends. So, yeah, we're just doing some Dredmor. Started a new yard. Bingo is his name-o. All right, what all we get? Things that we are going to sell. This odious puffball, this crude iron helm, these adventuring gloves, this studded leather coat, this hachimaki, this hefty stick, this plain leather belt, this foppish tunic, Zamber the potent fort. That is, it would go in the offhand, I believe, for wizards. It's got that fire damage, but everything else is pretty trash. But we could do that one for XP as well. We'll hang on to the cheese. We will sell the thing. This goes down here. Every year, tiny fairies collect these rare healing fungi in the preparation for the event known only as the Great Wadger Festival. These, if we get a Thaumite infection, which is a really bad thing, at which point I start swearing and running around like a fool. My understanding is that those can help us out, although I haven't really run into an opportunity. I'll go ahead and ditch the cider. Applewood cheddar cheese. This was 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, there we go. That can go there. That's probably the last one we grate. If we're way, way, way up on Diggle eggs, sure, maybe. Yeah. They, if it comes down to it, eating a 16 health cheese is not the worst thing in the world. So, that being said, let's get back to the real world now. And we can go ahead and do another of our deconstruct or sending them to the museums. Get a little more XP. So watch our bar down there. We're right at this 6 to 7 line. We'll send this to the museum. Yep. And that got us halfway through the 7. That was just the wooden sword. We'll see. You never know which of these are going to be the best. Supposedly it maps to their value. But I have no idea, is that like the base value of the item or the enchanted value? Don't know. I can't. Let me go over to that door. I want to go there. We're going to have to get all the way back around there at some point. But we'll come this way. Bone Club. That was it said it was a pyrite sun. I was thinking it was another trap, but I didn't really look. We're turning on the lights. And you will a little bit see that the lights help illuminate if our vision was worse. We've gotten that statted up pretty well. So not quite as noticeable, but trying to hide behind the door. This is the Mellow Shrine, I'm sorry. There are a number of different level-based shrines, and those play into the questing a little bit. Greedy Bunge Cap. I left coins. Food. Get some more cheese. Grilled steak. Yeah, we'll just go ahead because it's a stack we already have. We'll take that grilled steak. Look at that. We've already got 13 and no other steaks. A wand of Tesla. A closed Uber chest here. Sometimes you just walk up and they're already unlocked. Those are the best. Sometimes you never, you run through a whole level, you try to pull on all the levers, and they're still unlocked or still locked. I don't know if there's anything to that or a way to get back to them, but this was the room with all of these portals. Let's just give them a try. Okay, those two. Whee! Link to each other. But here's something new. Oh, damn it. Right into a trap. A robe of the beige warlock. Trap there. Dead blobby. Dead bumblebee person. I did want to get this orb. So let's send that to the museum now, because now we got a beige warlock robe. Again, warlock, right? Robes and things like that are very much going to be wizard based. So let's go ahead and send this to the museum. See what it gets. Again, we're in 8. We got to get all the way through that 9 box in a little bit more. Yay! I got us into 9. All right, we got to wait for the cooldown. So put that away again for the time being. We can steal a drink just to sell, but those don't. It's not like food or bolts. New side quest, sure. The monster Mangler of the Aether must be defeated, and the artifact Friampo, the drinker of radishes, must be recovered. Radish juice? I like it. I don't think I've ever had it, but it sounds spicy. Horseradish, right? Oh, damn it! I didn't mean to walk that far. Hi, Diggle.
Critical hits.
And recipes here. We can get a lot of this stuff. I don't personally like reading about them unless I actually find the items. I think it's, it kind of diminishes if you find the real stuff. Like, oh, I read about that in a recipe once. Oh, there we go. Bing! Conan the Librarian. All right. Conan. So now we have some options, and this is about the time that we need to make up for all the fooling around we've been doing. We haven't even used our Charlemagne yet. We've got 2 levels, and this is the big one here. This one is also very good. So what this does is this translation is all wrong. You can prove that an artifact was not, in fact, what everyone thought it was all along. Basically, if you get loot or you try to enchant something and it goes bad, you can remove the special effects from it, taking it back to normal. So let's say you go, you get a chest and you open it up and there's a sword in there. Really good sword, like better base quality than everything you've got, but it's all statted to be magical, and you don't want the magic stuff. Well, you can use this to remove that magic-y stuff or a negative effect if there was one, and just get it to the base sword, and then maybe go enchant it again. So, pretty common, pretty powerful in the later game stuff. We haven't seen any of that possibility yet, but hopefully coming. So those are really good, but we're getting close to the end of level 1. We got monsters and stuff to fight, and if we don't do something about our straight up damage, we're going to be dead pretty quick. Now, that being said, we bought a lot of bolts and got a lot. I think that statting up our ranged isn't the worst idea. However, I really want to get up to this Thebalt's Trompment as quickly as possible. That is a multi-monster attack. So let's go there and see if maybe we can get another level here before we go on to level 2. Kind of like to... we can try it. Hey, we got it. That's rare. Usually I just leave those as Nate, and it will mark the hidden traps. So we can see them. Lever. And it... Oh, see how this little chest up here on the map went blue? Means we opened it up, so we got to get back over there and get the good item. Speaking of good item, while we are at it, let's get back over to our deconstruct, and we are now going to deconstruct the robe of the beige warlock. You can see we got almost no XP. What? No. What are you doing? You go back over here. Why? What? What's going on? Deconstruct. Damn it. I don't understand. This is just the robe of the beige warlock. It doesn't have a name in front of it. I don't know if there's any here, like Denkrokcha, right? Nails of Feasts. This is a mace class weapon, but it has a name with a comma in the front. This doesn't have a name with a comma in the front. That's why it wasn't deconstructing. So let's try this guy here. Are you sure you want to send this to the warehouse? Yes. And we get another 38 XP. It doesn't go quite as far now that we need 1,300 to go up. But hey, every little bit counts, right? Silver ring. What does that get us? 4 magic. Meh. I don't need you magic-y stuff.
Critical hit.
All right. More money. We spent so much of it.
Hit.
Go check and just... Oh, this is a teleport lever. Zink. Go around the ring. Tails from the loop.
Critical hit.
Chop the bats.
Critical hit.
These stairs down, those are what are going to take us on to our next level. And we can... Hey, it's Mel. How you doing, Mel? Glad to see you. I hope you're feeling great and doing awesome. Welcome. Yeah, we were planning on playing some Lord of the Rings today, but the servers are in maintenance for another supposedly another half hour or so. So I've just been doing a little pop into the dungeon, the old Dredmor. Slaying monsters for the good of all. Get some cheese. Oh, look at this. Are we popping back out to... Oh, we'd have to go all the way around. Let's go get this...
Critical hit.
I want to get down to that chest. So we got to go here. I'm doing so well. Thank you for asking, Mel. It's wonderful. Really, really good. I had an amazing weekend. I was camping out watching the meteor shower this last weekend, and it was incredible. I'm so fired up from that experience, and have been really, really enjoying. We've been playing a game that apparently is too dated. Not many people like, but I'm kind of in that whole, I'm going to be on the road trip here coming up in like, a week and a half. Ooh, look at this guy. He's kind of intimidating. Let's use softballs, right? I don't think arrows work very well against aether manglers. And just in case, because I don't know, I'm going to get to where I can quickly run away if I find that none of my attacks do anything. Oh, it did a little bit.
Critical hit.
That wasn't too bad at all. Oh, what did I get? Friampo, the drinker of radishes. We were supposed to do that. Gladiator sandals. I don't think they're even going to be as good as our... They get us nimble. They get us 2 base stats, the 2 that are really good, 23 and 22 on those. But our stiletto shoes are twice as good armor and give us a lot of flat out damage. So I guess these are going to be another of our another of our deconstructibles. So let's do that. Nope, this one. And let's deconstruct the shoes. Again, gold bar down at the bottom next to my pretty little mug there. We're moving over from box 1 to 2. And again, this is going to not help our money situation at all. We got lots of stuff to sell. It's fine. Here we are. Here we are. What are you going to be? Come on. Fingers, toes, eyeballs. Cross them all up. Let's go. Oh, ho, 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 just what we needed. Um, Ukapor, the Knight's News, 2 piercing damage, two, I don't know, stuff. It does have magic power, or I'm sorry, just extra mana. That kind of stinks. And it takes away 2 enemy dodge reduction, but um, a good boost for our crossbows, where it's getting extra damage. Right, these only do 1 piercing. We get double that, and then 2 extra of the ethereal damage. Ethereal damage is inflicted when you're attack damage using the power of the stars. Oh, I was just talking about being out watching the meteor shower. We have absolutely nothing funny to say about this because we take astronomy very seriously. So should you. It is not affected by your opponent's armor. That's fantastic. So this will definitely help us out. What with all our crossbow bolts we've been buying along the way. Very good stuff. Oh, so good. Not only like that, just I talked to my folks, right? And I'm a full-fledged adult, right? And I was talking to my adults, and they knew I'd been going camping and all that. And we're just kind of chatting. They're like, "So how was your thing?" I must have talked for like 15 minutes, just like going on like a kid. It was a place I'd never been before. These massive rock formations up on top of like an area of foothills to mountains, right? But we're on like the top of a ridge of mountains, and there are these rocks. We were kind of in like a stacked, rounded rocks. No sharp edges or anything necessarily like that, but just like slowly or not eroded rocks. Um, the size of small office buildings, like and anything from the size of a car on up to just truly massive that you could climb around on and stuff. And they're all shaped, like any eroding area. Um, some of them are like quote unquote phallic, right? Others are much more rounded shapes and all that, but they're various angles and stuff and canted. And we were camping in the spot my friend knew. They called the Cathedral Rocks, and it was basically a fire pit down low with like some just sitting up above ground level, so cracks where air could come through. Um, Campfire area right down there under the shelter of it, and then like a rock garden all the way around. So you walked through like a maybe 3 foot wide doorway, for lack of a better word, between two of these large boulders, all of them well above head height. And you had like a little, it's enough room to put folding chairs and set up the food and cooking and all that kind of stuff. Have the fire down below where we were. We weren't really sitting on top of the fire. With this nice little enclosed area, and then all our tents and stuff were outside and away from all that. But it was just, first of all, you're sitting there and you're like, man, these rocks didn't come from anywhere. Everything else around them has eroded away and left these out of everything else. And you're up on top of these big hills. You're like, oh my God, this is just crazy. And then the star meteor shower stuff was just epic. So really cool. Oh, Mel, glad you dropped by. It was great to talk to you. Thanks for listening. Uh, Arcane address. All right, we got to take this one down. It's our next adventure. So I got a little notepad here. Core Bell Gore Bell. Corp Bell Gore Bell. Got it. Another one of these green fairy watchers. We got a gnome to take out, and that was our new thing. The Lieutenant's Overhaul is our skill here that we got for our sword. Lichtenauer, sorry, Overhow. What exactly is an Overhow? So glad you asked. It's a particularly Teutonic and particularly painful attack, which you have a chance to execute with each melee attack. Upon learning this skill, damage scales to your burliness. So we don't have particularly a lot of burly, but no matter, it's all good. Chop there, chop there. Chop this box, chop this potato. Get the sewer brew, get the leather cap. Shoo shoo. I refuse.
Your inventory is
Uh-oh.
full.
Oh, we got a sewer brew we can get rid of. I know that. Thunk. And corkscrew bolts. We already have a few of those back home. Let's see. What do we got? Nothing. All right, let's go. Let's go back to our dimension. Drop those off. Lots more stuff we're going to sell. Here's the new style Pilsner. That's worth so little, we might as well set it up for old Lutefisk. God. Stick, more beige warlock are the same one. Wands, good money. Dwarven gut rot. Voltaic potions. Hard ciders. Silver rings. Battered kite shields. Our original crossbow. Grunge ear. Keep that spatial instability infusion. Leather cap. Everything else we're going to keep for our own devices. So up here, all the ingots, the metal doohickeys, the ores, no ores this time, powders and gems, and a couple cheeses. All right, now let's take a look at what we got here. I think we're going to go 4 lots, 3 lots, iron bolts. Oh, let's switch out that, 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 that. All right, that gets us a little more volume in our quiver. All right, if anybody else is saying what's up in the chat, don't worry, I am coming right back. Let me just get this typed in from our thing. So this is Corp, Bell, Gore, Bell. Corp, Bell, Gore, Bell. Little dash, little drop. Engage. All right, next dimension here. Potato. And we'll see that that Oberhow drop every once in a while. Just getting us extra bonus damage. And as we get more and more levels and more of those effects, we'll have extra chances for things like that to just drop during combat. So eventually, more often than not, we're doing one or more extra beneficial things with our attacks. Potato. Man, I thought we were like at the wall already. Is that map expanding as we go? What did I say about levers? Don't pull that one. Probably don't pull this one either. Just regular old leather belt. Now there may be unicorns and puppies for some lever pulls. Also, Rune of Ominous Warning, it's a trap. And then Elder Rune of Incandescence, trap, disarm trap. We have a 15% chance. Now, there's a wizard's hat up there, but we are not close to good enough with traps to get that all cleaned up. Sometimes if you look under these wizardly empties, there might be traps or there might be booze. Not that we need it particularly, but oh my gosh. It's good money or Lutefisk gifts when not money. And again, This is at least as much for the XP as it is for the loot. I'm just very worried that this is going to take us to the end. And we're going to have to go all the way back down to finish out that thing. Might not even. See? Silkovitz, 37 mage, boulder drop plate, anti-magic fuel sprayer, empties, gas sprayer, arrow trap, getting XP on each of these. Four per. And that keeps working us up towards another level. More supple leather gloves. Argo Menjaf, the tropical shock. Nice little staff. So there's maybe a room down here. Hopefully we get a couple of mobs to pop up as we're walking so that we can go. Get a little XP back for this long hike that we're going to do. Really, really good. And again, these levers, in my experience, those always get clones. Clones of you. And ultimately, on deep levels of the mines, they will be just mobs that we have to fight. But we will be incredibly tough by that point and ready to handle them. Not so much here. It wasn't even a room. I was at least hoping for a counter to that. All right, well, there was a triangle. We got an orb. That's decent money. So yeah, I'm not pulling those levers. I've lost too many worlds. I'm about to do something really stupid, but we are close here.
Critical hit.
All right, here's the plan. Let's get this out of the way. Did I get anything awesome that is way better than what I have? No. Okay, don't be stupid. Get that out of the way. Here's the plan. We're going to pull this lever so you guys can see what's coming, and then I am going to run like the wind. Ready? Go. So see my clones? So what I'm hoping... They go over the top? Oh! I told you it was stupid. He pondered like a lobster, killed by evil clone. So you get two of them for pulling the thing. The only reason I did that, the plan worked perfectly. They spawn, we get a little head start, and I was just going to run for the exit. And my thought was, if they get hung up on those two little water parts, then I can shoot them with arrows, and maybe we can even kill them if everything went perfectly right. That was my plan. I did not have an idea that they could go right over the top of the water and just come straight through. So he one-shotted me, right? I had 44 health, and he dropped me like that. I knew there was no fighting them. I thought we had a path out. I did. Now we learned. Hey, bingo the adventure. It was quite an adventure. I am going to let's turn that off. I know it's black screen. Don't panic. Here. Before we do that, rip. We didn't even come close, right? We had 9,500. The lowest on our high scores was Hambbage. Look at us. By a Shogun Bot Mark V. We had Dweezil, Peanut Butter Ritz, Frovin. I don't know where Frovin came from. Kettle, Jello, Blarg, Jelan, Nelag, and Baby Red, like the potato. Baby Red, by far the most successful, and Baby Red got offed by Lord Dredmor. I have not beaten Lord Dredmor, but I did get up to the point of fighting with Lord Dredmor. And again, that's always been on Dwarvish moderation. I don't need the the instant death hardest, but I've never played the easiest. All right, so I'm gonna quit. Sometimes the game says, "Please don't go," but just one game. Yeah, it would today. All right, now let me work on checking our setup here and see if we can get going with Lord of the Rings. And if we can, then we'll start and restop. Oh, well, gotta remember my password here. Hey, it's available. All right. So I'm gonna actually, while we've got you guys here, in a totally unrelated thing, I'm gonna pull this up. I think we have Lord of the. Hey, look at that! You guys can see the sneak preview. Like I said, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I hope you want to stick around. I will restart so that our 4 hour stream for today at least can fit in as appropriate. But what I want to do is get the sound back. Yesterday, after our stream, I was just playing through speakers, and I want to get that back on the headset. So we'll launch. I will go to options, audio. I'm just curious. Yeah, so I don't see that it's grabbing any of the desktop audio. So I'm going to put these to headset. And now you guys get that awesome music. So, here's the plan, guys. Get rid of that. We are going to play as ourselves, not as... But Hambbage, last time we left, I was level 11. Did some work last night. We got more to see here. So, it kind of hurts, man. As soon as we pull it up, I immediately see viewers scattering. Oh, actually, ads are coming up too, though. So we're going to kind of use this as a little bit of a pop in, start, and stop. I don't know if Twitch is going to have our new roller ads or not, but we'll restart the stream. I'm just going to take that time to update the description and the scheduling and all that kind of stuff with the correct game and drop out another tweet, and then we'll be back to it. Thanks everybody who hung out. I really enjoyed our little dip into Dungeons of Dredmor. It was a blast. Sorry I kind of burned in there on the clone, but yeah, there's always future ones to go. That was a great start, though. Hopefully we can get another one in the future. Anyway, thank you. We will see you back here, YouTubers. Appreciate you guys hanging out for this little random blurb. If you enjoyed it, let me know with a like and a comment. If you haven't already, subscribe so you can see all our great content coming out. Bye now.